upon a time was a holy book. It was a piece of the Emerald Covenant, CDD plate translations, the Mahabharata texts. They took it and ran with it and made a story that wasn't even true. They tell us the crucifixion of Christ story. Christ was not crucified. We've gone through this in some of the other workshops. He was not. He ascended. Not because he died first, but because he finished his mission here and he couldn't do anything more in that time frame. And it was time to leave. He knew he ascended through the Ark of the Covenant, which is a portal passage that comes up through Giza, in the Great Pyramid in Giza. And they created a story, and they made Christ a martyr. They took some of his teachings because they knew that they were loved, because he had started to bring the Emerald Covenant teachings back into the civilization at the time. They took the idea of Christ, they took the history of the man named Christ, twisted it up into the history of another man who was one of their hybrids that was supposed to get back on, bring his people back into the Emerald Covenant and didn't. And they created this whole story, this whole Jesus, Mary, and Joseph story that was agreed upon by even the competing groups, be they, whatever, if they were Protestant or Catholic or whatever, it didn't matter. There was one story that was agreed upon. This particular biblical story, what do we do with what happened in the biblical times? Because for them it was a big problem. There was this guy with what they considered a big mouth who went around and he had his memory back and he talked about the Emerald Covenant and he talked about ascension and he talked about stargates and about the Templar and he talked about the times that were going to come when there was going to be a big battle between the fallen angelic races who were going to try to get the planet. These were the things that were in Revelation and stuff originally. They told us the whole story. Now they all encoded it. Now it's all encoded